Now, if you go into Command Sim Pro mode, so we'll mark high rise, we'll use this address here. Here's our unit matrix, which of course we can add or take away from right here. These are in addition to your unit that you selected. Then you have your ladders. You can rename these anything you want: aerials, sticks, buckets, whatever. Your rescues, your ambulances, safety officers, tankers, battalions. So we're going to be in real world mode. The way I see this being used is if there's a couple guys doing a tactical at the station and you want to practice using a digital command board that has everything laid out there, and you want to practice keeping track of who's doing what, where they're going, benchmarks that you need to hit, then you could practice on here. Hypothetically, this could be used in the real world too. You can see at the top right here, there is a real-time clock that's running. Now, if you're not comfortable putting in the real address there, if this is real life, then this would be an AI generated image, and you could just hit this hide button here, and that would be out of your sight. So it's not a distraction. This is actually the building from Seinfeld, which is in California, by the way. If I was in New York. Anyway, that's what you can do. You can hide the map if you want to use the map. What you're doing is keeping track of something that you're either watching or you're practicing at the station while someone else is running a tactical. And those are the type of scenarios. So just to show you, so everything is going to be logged by the real time. After you mark en route, the scene starts, and then you have your par due here every 20 minutes. Let's say engine 12 gets on scene first, and they take command. Perfect. So engine 12 is in command, and then engine 5 shows up, and they're fire attack. When you drag these unit icons in here, you can also make notes on here, maybe 2.5 inch. Whoops. We can write 2.5 inch, whatever, just an example. So then let's say ladder 1 arrives. Whoops. Forgot to tell you this feature. Over here, if you're en route to the call and units start showing up, you just click them once, and that green check mark marks their on scene time. Okay, so as they show up, you can just mark them on scene. Of course, if you forget to do that, like I was doing, you can still drag the units to where they're assigned. You just won't have their on-scene time. But if you just click it once real quick, you can get an on-scene time. All right, so ladder 1 is going primary search. Oh, this is a high rise, isn't it? I already messed this up, didn't I? And no, actually I didn't. Okay. So then engine 2 is going to be on fire attack as well. And you know what? No. They are getting FDC. And fire attack. Cool. Then we have engine 3. They're going to be fire attack. Engine 1, water supply for the ladder. Okay. Ladder's A side. Okay, ladder 2 gets there. They're doing exposures. Say floor above. 11. Whoops. Ambulance 1, medical, safety 1, safety, battalion 7, command. Then we'll move engine 2 to fire attack. And then down here, if you need to make divisions, all right? So let's say this fire, what do we say? Floor above is 11. So this fire is on floor 10. You can see division 10 is not available here in your drop down. So you're just going to type floor 10, or you can type division 10. Add it, and then you can drop a unit into it. So then let's say safety is going to be in command on floor 10. You could just drop safety to division 10 right here. And you can say division supervisor. Yep. So that's how that works. You could also make groups. We'll expand the groups here. And there's all these predefined groups in here. Of course, you can always make your own. Actually, no, you can't. Okay, so these are the groups. Maybe I should add that option where you can make your own group. But you're going to say show group, and now you have a RIT group. And let's say rescue 1 shows up. You're just going to, come on now. Assign them to RIT. Then you have your benchmarks. So let's say engine 2, I think, was on water supply. No, yeah, engine 2, water supply right here. So boom, water supply established. It timestamps when the benchmark was established, and then you can put in here FDC or whatever you have to put. And then water on the fire, you can put engine 4 reported that. But you don't have to do that right away, right? So you can just click ventilation started. Oops. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Let's just get this out of the way. So you can click ventilation started. And then you don't have to put anything in there right now. Like you can just mark it, cool. It's done in the heat of the moment. And then later when you want to clean up your command board, you can write in what you needed to do, like who did that, if you remember, of course. But so then when you mark these benchmarks here, and here's the real beauty of everything. Everything that we've done has been logged right here. It's been time stamped. So from marking units on scene, so when you drag them anywhere on the command board, when you made groups or when you made divisions, that's all time-stamped. The recorded benchmarks, as you can see, they're all time-stamped, and the timestamp is right there, so you can quickly recall like how long ago a certain benchmark happened. You can add notes and things like that after the fact, so you get a chance to like really clean up your command board. Okay, so what could you do with this? Obviously, you can train for a whole incident like this and practice moving pieces around. Maybe a fire call goes out at the station, you can listen to it, you can actually move pieces around on this board. You set up who all the units are and what type of incident it is, and you're dropped in. And then you practice moving things around. You do your own timestamps. And then what can you do with this timestamp log? A lot of things. You could export the text file into some large language model and create a after action report with it, or a summary, or a press conference, or a debrief, whatever you wanted to do with it, right? You get it instantaneously. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. Thanks for watching.